What's good, YouTube? Let's not hold that right there. Alright, let's finally review this chapter because the power scalers are at it again, hyping up characters and power scaling themselves into like headcanon delusion. So I gotta watch the video. Yo, CK, what's good? Hear me, I gotta watch the video. I gotta read the chapter, man, and see what's actually going on. They be dropping this mad early now, man. Like, damn. Okay. So we have Carrot sings as she strolls over sleeping panda sharks at sea. Panda sharks, bro. Would I just be making stuff up, man? Memories from 14 years ago. I am the worst king in the history of Elbaf. You must kill me and take the throne, Loki. Will there be another stream later in the day? Probably not. Not gonna lie to you. So right off the bat, bro, we start the chapter off with Harold straight up admitting he orchestrated his own death. Take that how you want. He was only 144 at the end. Giants usually live to 300. He died way too soon. You tricked my dad, right? That makes you responsible for his death. The one suffered most from that inconvenience was Moo. Bruh. Alright. Damn you, back then. I don't care about how I'm remembered. That's not that's not important. The only thing that matters is securing Elbaf's future. Damn, bruh. Isn't that right back then? What you did to my father. So he raises Ragnar. Ragnar seems like, I don't want to say Loki's channeling his conqueror's haki into that. I'll more say for now that it's Ragnar sucking it out because we know powerful weapons can summon conqueror's haki, like what Enma was doing with Zoro. Isn't that right back then? What you did to my father, Ragnar Izuchi. So yeah, it's a lightning based attack. But Ragnar's face when he said the hammer will never take me out, bruh. Damn. Pulls that down. But Mu blocks it. Seems like they're using Ryu. I can't believe he tanked that. What's with these black flames? What sort of power do you have? Omen is simply Mu's military might. Oh, okay, so interesting. What does he even mean by that? And look at how Imu's hand swells when he wants to launch it. Its power dwells in all things. Hello, love your stream. Yo, appreciate that, fam. Thank you, Salty Salmon Player Short 650. Oh no, this is Emu. This is Emu like growing to Loki size here, gigantification. Ooh, tough panel, bruh. Nemesis, da, bro. I can't even make out what happened, bruh. Did Mu just speed blitz him? Bro, ain't no way, son. This is what I'm saying, bro. They be hyping Loki up here. Like, bro, come on, man. So, Mutang that attack from Ragnar with ease, gigantified themselves, clashed with him. So we see it's mainly lightning and whatever this black flame stuff is. And then sidestepped him after the clash, speed blitzed him from on top and stabbed him through the chest with Nemesis. Loki don't die, bro. Loki don't die. Strength is an attribute people naturally crave, and yet that craving can be easily satisfied via corruption. Interesting, interesting. Oh, my teeth. That craving can be easily satisfied via corruption. It merely requires one to submit their will to a covenant. When their envy drives them, they'll achieve power. Power, Chikara is stated reading, though it uses the same kanji previously for Omen, Maki, demonic aura. Those three things together form a trinity. Okay, so corruption, covenant, and power. Is that what Emu's referencing here? Yo, straight face, appreciate the likes, fam. Yeah. I'm trying to really grasp what Mu is telling him here. And yet, that craving can be easily satisfied via corruption. It merely requires one to submit their will to a covenant. When their envy drives them, they'll achieve power. Those things together form a trinity known as dominion. Alright, yo, This is why I had to come and read the chapter, bro. If you listen to people in TikTok comments, you'd swear to God that Loki put down some stellar performance, bro. Mu is whooping him right now, fam. So after Loki gets stabbed, he gets back up, and then Mu is like down there swinging around one of these evil things. Loki gets up and tries to block again, but he's like, damn! He gets hit with the omen, bruh, known as Dominion. Shall I grant thee the power of a god? In one step, thou would go far beyond humanity. Cough. I don't want it. Damn, he slams down with the hammer. Huff, huff, wheeze, wheeze. So God's dominion, that's your power. It sounds more like a deal with the devil to me. That's exactly what it is, fam. It's not like any. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Moo's going crazy with the aura here. Did Moo just dodge that attack from Loki? Yes, they did. Is there a difference between a god and a devil? Yo! Moo is cooking! Yeah. Yo, Marius, what's good? This this fight about to be over next chapter. Loki's already sitting on the ground, huffing and puffing, wheezing, tired. Yo, 1,000 likes appreciated. Beats me. I just know I ain't gonna let myself be dominated by anyone. So Mu is trying to get Loki on his side. He's trying to coax him, promising power and strength, immortality, all that great stuff. Damn, bro. You know, Loki is one of my Loki. I really like the character since he's been introduced, and I want to see him progress. The problem I'm having with the fan base is that they're putting Loki in a position to fail, bruh. They're scaling him all the way up to like God knows what, all these characters that he's nowhere near, and then when he actually like when he doesn't live up to that, they'll try to be like, "Oh, Oda's writing is terrible." No, bro, you are just reading a different story. I know. I just know I ain't gonna let myself be dominated by anyone. The world itself rejoices in a state of dominion. Isn't that right? Joy, but yo, I love this. I love this silhouette of him, bruh. I think he's gonna look a little bit like Luffy, but not completely, because from this, he kind of looks like I won't say nothing. The world itself rejoices in a state of dominion. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Joy boy? Bro, nah. I'm sorry. I'm pulling it back so much, bro. I want to go back and like really take this in and read what's going on. Because Moo is straight washing this boy. I ain't gonna lie. And this is why I hate how disingenuous. Like, some of these power scalers just straight be lying now, bro. Loki is getting pieced up, unfortunately. So Ragnar is Ragnar is withstanding the durability against Emu, which I would expect from a mythical zone fruit. And like if you scale Ragnar, it makes sense because it said that the Ice Squirrel Ratatoska was able to fight alongside the ancient war god of Elbaf when he clashed with Nika. So that's not crazy. Ragnar, this is what I'm looking at here, bro. I think Loki is unintentionally using Ryu as well because they didn't actually clash. It was the same thing when he fought Harold. Like he struck the blow, but you could see it had stopped right before it hit Harold. I swear to God, Loki got slammed. No, bro, I'm reading it, bro. I'm reading it, bro, and I'm like, what are y'all talking about in my comments, bro? Loki is getting fodderized. Bruh. Okay, not fodderized, but he's not like dominating Emu or anything, bruh. Like, look, we have here Emu blocks his attack while still in his like tiny form with an Omen Flame, right? And then after blocking that attack, it clashes, causes a big shockwave. Moo on the ground here then gigantifies themselves and straight up strikes Loki with an Omen, right? Again, Ragnar tanks it. We see direct contact, right? Then Moo sidesteps this boy, jumps on top of him in the air, spawns the blade out, and stabs Loki through the chest. Jesus Christ. This is who you always try to tell me could be Kaido? This is who? You know what? You know what this is called? Lack of future sight. That's what this is called, bro. This is what happens when you don't have that future sight like that, bro. When you don't have that observation haki like that. Yo, I like Loki, but like this is why Shanks stopped him. This is why Shanks stopped him to prevent this very same thing that's happening in this chapter. Then Moo continues with their monologue, unbothered. We come back down. Loki's just getting up. And Moo's winding up another attack, bro. This can't be real. And he gets blown up just like Sanji. So what this confirms to me is that when Moo gets to charge up the Omen and flick it at you, it blows up in your face with Conqueror's Haki. Zoro was just so close that he didn't get a chance to do that. But Loki showing good durability feats so far, I'm not gonna lie. Moo still unbothered, right? Loki tries to attack, Moo literally dodges that shit, bro. Moo like flash steps that out of the way. And he's trying to tell this boy, yo, join my side, bro. I'll give you so much power. And the whole time Moo is just reminiscing about Joy Boy. And when he yells, isn't that right, Joy Boy? He starts to like shoot out Conqueror's Haki. Bro, Now we see our goat. Sorry, chap. 1 second. Alright. This is such a funny panel, bro. Like, emo person. That's what I'm saying. Like, what did Joy Boy do, bro? Emo's there like, is it that right, Joy Boy? Like, bro. Like, he's actively getting flashbacks, bro. But nah. Yeah, man, I need more. Gotta gulp more. Gotta eat more. Chomp never felt chomp like this. I've never felt anything like this before. Sure, chomp so heavy. Now I'm suffocating. Shoot, it's so heavy. It's like I'm suffocating. What's chomp? Chomp. The guy's hockey about chomp. What's this? What's with this guy's hockey? If I don't gulp all this, then gulp. We can't win. If I don't eat all this, we can't win. Munch, more, munch, more. Yo, Luffy's getting that food in a bag, bruh. Look how fat he is already, yeah. You know, Luffy, I heard a theory that Emo is a girl and love Joy Boy and it's a tsundere right now. Like, not over her ex. Wow, did you draw this? You're so talented. Nah, bro, this is the chapter. I ain't draw this. Shout out Ichiro Oda. But yeah, now you see, we got our boy Chomp in here. You still lost in thought? That tells me one thing. You're underestimating me. What was that? Did he shoot? Yeah, okay, so he shot lightning and it pinned Emu to the Adam tree. Ugh. Aye, so Loki. Ad Bob, it's not his brother. You're so good at art. Please teach me. Bro, I'm not good at art, bro. I promise you. Like, okay, so we got Emu here planted in the tree from the lightning attack. Okay, so the only attack that Loki managed to land was when Mu was off guard, reminiscing about Joy Boy, reminiscing about Nika. Do you think Luffy is as strong as Loki? Bro, Luffy is stronger than Loki. People need to stop hyping. People need to stop hyping up Loki more than he is, bro. I promise y'all. Like, if this is showing y'all anything, is that Loki isn't as strong as y'all think he is, bro. Like, I swear. If I think Luffy is as strong as Loki, the question should be, is Loki even near Luffy, bro? Like, oh my goodness. Like, what, bro? What story are you all reading, man? Loki has Loki has no haki. No, I won't say no haki mastery, but he has poor haki mastery. That's what I'm saying, bruh. Like, I don't know, like, people are just hyping him up based on, like, just hype, bruh. Oh my gosh, ancient giant blood, devil fruit weapon, legendary devil fruit. Like, he's the strongest person in the verse now. No, he's not. No, he's not. If it's anything we've learned in One Piece, is that you need to master your power first, bro. You need to train in battle. You need to let your haki grow and become stronger. The only way, Mihawk sword or Loki's hammer. Mihawk sword, bro. Yoru, come on, man. Strongest blade in the world? Come on, man. I mean, that's if you have the haki. That's if you have the haki to wield it. No, that's what I'm saying, bro. And that's their rationalization. That's what they love to say. Oh, Loki beat Harold. Loki did not beat Harold, bro. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to One Piece fans, bro, but Loki did not beat Harold, bro. Nah, I like stronger than Gear 4. I don't know, bro. Because it's like after Wano, Gear 4 got a serious buff. Like his Gear 4 is in what way Loki stronger than Gear 4. That's what I'm saying. Like he got a serious buff. And right now we can see from this fight that Loki really isn't on that level as yet. Because let's go back, bro. Let's go back. And I think this is the defining moment here. And this is what I'm telling people about like the dangers of hyping Loki up. Emu literally, easily sidestepped this boy, jumped up in the air above him, and then slammed down on him with Nemesis. Can Loki Haki split the sky? Nah, that's what I'm saying. We haven't even seen Loki do that. And on top of that, Yuri might be a key to unlocking whatever happening in the Void Century or my off. I don't know, man. Yuru is definitely one of the strongest blades in the world, and it could have been Emu's last blade. Because Emu pulled out this Nemesis sword. And look, I think this is an intentional Easter egg for Mihawk right here, because look at how Emu slams down on him and stabs him. This is exactly like how Mihawk attacked Luffy. So I'm thinking Mihawk is definitely descended from the Nerona clan. At least that's how I feel about it. The first thing everyone needs to accept about Loki is that he does not have control over his haki. What is happening, especially in moments like this, bruh? Hold on, let's go back up. When you see all this haki swelling up in Ragnar, bruh, first of all, this is lightning right now. But moments like here, when you see the haki on Ragnar, bruh, just like Enma, Ragnar is a powerful weapon. Powerful weapons will siphon the haki out from the wielder to make them stronger. That's why Loki is able to channel his haki right now. He is not doing this intentionally, bruh. Ragnar is carrying for him by helping him to like utilize his power. Mihawk's sword is black because he uses Maki. I love that theory. I love that theory. That could be the answer to Black Blades. I hope Loki won't die. I love the guy. Now he's not gonna die. He's not gonna die. I don't think he's gonna die at all. I really like his character too, bruh. But he's still green. He's still very young in terms of like being out there in the world and fighting and stuff. So he needs more time to understand his power and train it. No, that's what I'm saying, bro. I love Loki too, but the fandom is pissing me off because they're hyping him. They're giving him all this hype and saying he's stronger than every other character. Off of what, bro? Off of, it's not even like no one has said that Loki is that strong, bro. You all just saw that he has a bunch of new shiny toys, and everyone is like, "Oh yeah, he must be the strongest in the verse, bro." Like, no, guys, no, come on, we've been here before. I love Loki, but the fan, yeah, Loki has not the best haki, but I think he could beat mid-diff Gear 4. I'm hesitant to put him above Gear 4 because Luffy still has things like Future Sight and Advanced Conqueror's Haki and Ryu. Intentional, that's the difference. And we've seen here that it's very possible to perception blitz Loki, especially if he doesn't know what's happening. And we know that Luffy is most likely faster than Loki as well. So like if what is to stop Luffy from doing this exact same thing? Not gonna lie, Luffy. How, bro? There's no logic behind that. I was just talking about this. Y'all are just saying that off a hype, bro. Like, I swear people just be hyping him. Hype. There's no feats. Like, there's absolutely no feats. Loki has lower hack. He has lower speed feats than Luffy, possibly even lower strength feats than Luffy. He doesn't have Haki Mastery in any of the forms that is better than Luffy. Like, what does he have that is stronger than Luffy? Nerf Loki was strong enough to fight against it. Bro, I have the chapter here. Fight against who? And how is Loki nerfed? Y'all are just making stuff up. I swear to God. How is Loki nerfed? Please explain this to me. Nerfed? You mean from the sword that Emu impaled into his chest because he wasn't fast enough to react to Emu, nor does he have Conquer, nor does he have Future Sight to see the attack coming, and he has no battle experience. He doesn't have proper battle experience, so he's literally getting folded. Like, what are y'all talking about, man? I can argue base Luffy over Loki. Base Luffy has better haki and has Future Sight and Ryu. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, people. And like, and I legit had to come and read the chapter, bro, because people are lying in my comments, bro. I made a video the other day saying that Loki could not even beat Kaido, and people in my comments are like, bro, Loki killed someone stronger than no, that's the exact thing. He didn't kill Harold. Harold let him kill him. We can see it in the beginning of this chapter right here, bro. I am the worst king in the history of Elbaf. You must kill me and take the throne, Loki. He set that shit up. He set that up. Nah. Let's pull up the panel, bro. Cause like I gotta read this stuff, bro. View spoiler. Right. Let's look at this. Right here. Hold on, I need to move this from in front of the screen, bro. Right here. He strikes Harold. Okay? No, sorry. Right here, Harold strikes Loki. Loki strikes him back. Look at the bottom panel. You can see the arm that Harold's mark was on is gone. And Harold just stands there and takes all the blows from Loki. And right after this, Loki transforms back into human form and literally says, "Oh, you regained your mind. I can tell." And then later on in that same fight, what does Harold literally say to him? He's like, "Hurry up quickly. The mark is taken back over." Bro, Loki is in his 5 minutes. He can't even beat Kizaru. Imagine if Kizaru gave him food XD. Bro, what? What are you even saying? You mean the same Kizaru that Luffy was putting in a pack, bro? Luffy slammed that boy Kizaru like a pizza and threw him out to sea. What are you talking about? He hit that boy with White Star Gun and knocked him out. Like what? Oh my goodness. This has to be rage bait, bro. Yeah, y'all are rage baiting me, and congrats. They are lying. He's not, bro. All they're doing is lying, bro. All they're doing is lying and misinterpreting the manga and being intentionally obtuse about the facts, bro. Harold legit told Loki, "Eat the devil fruit. It's the only way you'll have a chance against me," and then stood there and let his son beat the crap out of him and kill him. Hold on, no. Let's pull up another panel, bro. Because y'all got me feeling like I'm crazy, son. On top of the fact that we have seen Summers literally heal. Now let's pull up this one, bro. Let's pull up this one, right? Look at, like, bro, we have seen Summers heal from worse injuries than what Harold. Yo, Mateus, yeah, I remember you. We have seen Summers heal from worse injuries than what Loki gave to Harold, which stands to reason Harold wasn't even a proper God's Knight. He was a God's Knight for all of 5 minutes. His regeneration was not as strong as the rest of Holy Knights. So Loki didn't even, it's not even like Loki really took on a full-blooded Holy Knight, bro. So what are y'all talking about, fam? Now, let's pull up this panel, bro, where Harold legit stands and lets Loki slam him unguarded. Like, Harold is not even defending here. We have seen Summers get hit with an attack like this from Luffy and break apart in the same way. I've seen Luffy can beat Admiral by his Gear 5 LOL and Kizaru gave him food to stop him. I'm even like, bro, you can't read, so I'm just gonna relegate, like, TikTok brain rot has you, fam. When you learn to read, like, we can do this. Kizaru purposely was not trying to fight Luffy, but that's another argument. Kizaru gave Luffy food. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, Vincent Chansard, the animator of that fight scene, came out and said that his editor told him that Luffy was not taking Kizaru seriously in that fight. We have bona fide facts from the people who work on One Piece, and y'all still ignore it for your own headcanon. I cannot handle, like, that type of delusion cannot be reasoned with, bro. Luffy agenda is crazy. He's still weaker than Kaido. You see, and you keep moving the goalpost every time I debunk one of your points. Luffy is not weaker than Kaido. He straight up overpowered him. He full-blooded. Even Kizaru didn't take that fight seriously. No, Kizaru didn't take that fight seriously because he didn't want to kill Vegapunk. That is a fact. The same way that Luffy didn't take that fight seriously because he wasn't trying to kill Kizaru. That is a fact. Because power scaling has rotted people's brains and prevented them from being able to understand narrative, bruh. That is what's going on, yo. 17K, appreciate that. Do you still think that Zoro is stronger than Loki? I don't think that Zoro is stronger than Loki. I never thought that Zoro was stronger than Loki. I never once thought that shit, bruh. Who thinks that? Both Kizaru and Luffy was not 100% serious. That's what I'm saying, bruh. That's what I'm saying, bruh. Like, read. Like, it's right here, bruh. Like, we can see it. So Luffy can throw hands with Ibu long enough. Bro, that's literally what's gonna happen. Loki is losing this fight, fam. Like, we got this boy Loki on the ground. Hold on. Y'all talking about, oh, he beat someone stronger. Oh, wait, where is it? We got that boy Loki on the ground going huff wheeze. Huff wheeze. Zoro's closer to Loki than he is to Luffy. Facts. Leaks came out. Nah, this is the finished chapter apart, bro. Loki one tap Zoro. Not gonna lie. I ain't even one tap. One tap might be a little OD for it because Zoro still has speed comparable. Like Zoro was fighting a Lunarian King and could react on his own to slice King when King was in like his fastest mode when he took the flame off. Zoro had a reaction speed to that. And this is what I'm saying. Like people are hyping Loki up, bro. Like I'll never get over this panel, bro. Shanks can one tap Zoro, but that's Shanks, bro. Like we see it right here. Loki and Imu clash, bro. Like this is like Imu fairly clashes with him, and then Imu is so fast he can jump up into the air out of the way, spawn a sword, and then stab Loki in the chest, bro. Come on, man. Is this the one y'all told me was, bro? Nah, man. People being straight disingenuous in the comments, and I hate it, bro. I just hate when people give characters feats that we haven't seen them perform as yet, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, he's stronger." Like, bro, no, we haven't seen any of that. Shanks can one tap Loki can't. That's what I'm saying. Shanks can one tap Zoro, but I don't think I ever approved Dog Creek stronger than Mihawk and Shanks. Go read chapter 45. Nah, I'm not doing that. I know Don Cregan's stronger than Mihawk and Shanks. I know that as a fact. But yeah, bro, whew, this whole chapter, y'all got me wilding, bro. Like Loki manages to land one attack on Imu the entire time, and he literally says, "You still lost in thought." That tells me one thing: you're underestimating me. So not only does Imu tank an electric, not only does Imu tank this attack from, um, he tanks this attack from Ragnar with the lightning, and then he's like Needhog. He sees Needhog coming at him. He tries to like create the omen, but no, wait, that horse really returned a fearless smile, and Imu's just smiling, bruh. Imu ain't even stressing. Just straight smiles. He's just in the tree chilling. He's not worried at all, bro. Oh my goodness. Yonko plus characters cough one time and SMH skills above them. The strongest trio for me right now without Emo is Shanks, Mihawk, Loki. Luffy might be fourth. You see, that's like having Loki anywhere in the top five is just insanity to me because Loki does not have any mastery over Haki. He has lower speed feats than every Yonko and Yonko commander character. All he has is a busted devil fruit and Ragnar, which does scale him into what I believe is like right under Yonko, so like above Zoro but underneath Luffy. But having Loki in your top five is crazy, bro. And like I would like having Loki in your top three is crazy, bro. Like there's a difference between you can like a character a lot, bro, without them having to be one of the strongest in the verse. And I think that is a problem that's been happening a lot, bro. Like just because you like a character doesn't mean they're one of the strongest. You can like that character. I like Loki a lot. I'm not gonna put him above characters who have Loki's not top 10. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna put him above characters that have years of battle experience on him, bro. We know in One Piece that Haki only blooms in battle. So how the hell can someone who has not been in any serious battles, he faced Shanks and he lost, bro. He lost. He has a lower durability than Kaido, which means he has a lower durability. Stop hating on New Gen character. I'm not hating. Me saying that bro is not in the top 10 is not me hating. It's me being realistic about where he is. I'm not gonna scale him above everyone else in the series just because he's new and there's a lot of hype around him. That would be disingenuous and it would be lying as well. And I'm not gonna do that because I know to look at characters objectively, look at their feats, look at their strength, and then scale them according to where they're placed, bro. I'm not gonna let headcanon and hype delude me into using backwards power scaling. Even Kaido said Luffy thanks to your devil fruit when he's being Joy Boy and he didn't talk about Haki. What? Kaido literally said that Having a grapefruit isn't all that you need. You need only Haki can transcend all. And then he went on to talk about Roger not having a fruit and being able to conquer the seas. Like, what are you talking about? Yo, appreciate all the likes, guys. 22K. Like, I'm not hating on a new gen character, bruh. I like Loki's character a lot. I think he has a lot of room to grow. His devil fruit puts him at a tier above most characters, along with his size and his lineage. But please tell me, what does ancient giant DNA do besides make you big and strong? Bro, Kaido Saki was stronger than Luffy's, and Luffy still win because of a devil fruit. Luffy awakened his devil fruit, and Kaido's haki was not stronger than Luffy's. That is what a conqueror's haki clash means. It means that their haki is even. That is why Luffy and Kaido clashing and splitting the sky was a big deal. It means that they had haki that was on equal levels. Luffy could not overpower Kaido until whole versus cooked when more appears. Facts. Luffy could not overpower Kaido until he awakened Gear 5, and we know that when Zone Fruits awaken, awakens, the user gets a buff in all their physical stats. Luffy got a buff in his strength, his speed, his perception, everything in Gear 5. That is why he's so much stronger. It's the same reason why when he was fighting Kizaru, when he initially used Gear 4, Kizaru was able to perception blitz him. But when he went into Gear 5, he was strong enough and fast enough that he could keep up with him to a point where he didn't even have to try that much, bruh. Like, what are y'all reading? Jesus Christ. Like, no. You understand what I mean by Mu, right? Oh yeah, of course I understand what you mean by Mu. And I agree. Even when Kaido Saki was stronger than Luffy's, Kaido win in every clash, by the way. There's no winning in a clash, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Hold on. Like, when characters clash, bro, it means that they have haki on equal levels. That is why Kaido and Luffy clashed and they split the sky. We didn't see any sky split. Loki and Mu clashed twice. We had one here, then split the sky. A lot of haki, a lot of lightning, a lot of black flame. No sky split. Then we had another clash here. Again, a lot of lightning, a lot of black flame. No sky split. No, it didn't even blow people back or knock them out, bruh. Like, we have the reaction from the initial clash. Where is it? Yeah, we see people getting blown back, but Bonnie is still very much awake and right here, and she's a kid. Then we have Jinbei and Nami on this other side getting the blowback, bro. Is this Kingdom? No, it's One Piece. Like, you're just saying things that aren't true at this point, bro. And it's kind of low-key exhausted. Because, like, every point you bring up, I easily have a debunk because I actually read the manga. Can Loki even go hybrid or awakening? We don't know. And that's what I'm saying. I think he could go hybrid because that is the form he used to fight Harold. Because there was no way that this massive dragon, Needhog, like, there's no way this thing was fitting in the Aru's castle. So it stands to reason, yo, appreciate the likes on YouTube, bro. It stands to reason that he uses hybrid form. I have the panel, like, yeah, when he's in this form, bro, it stands to reason that when he's fighting here, he's in his hybrid form. But I don't think he's awakened the fruit as yet. They save any hybrid for last. No, facts. I thought he was going to go hybrid in this chapter, but that's when I thought he was going to just, like, have a one chapter fight. But now that we see that the fight is going to go on for, like, I think in 2 chapters, because it seems that Loki is on his last legs. And Mu has barely even broken a scratch, bro. The only attack Loki got off of him was when Mu was distracted. And Loki admits that. You still lost in thought, huh? That tells me one thing. You're underestimating me. And he hits him with the lightning attack. And it makes Mu bleed a little bit. But then Mu still has enough time to block the Thorheim. And Mu is just... So it's either Mu tanked Thorheim completely with minimal damage, or he blocked Thorheim with the black flame, and now he's just chilling in the tree. Yes. The only thing, Rock's stronger than Kaido and he lost in 3 panels. What are you even talking about? Rock's got Dormy reverse seed. Like, he didn't even fight Mu's real body. Loki and Luffy can't get Dome University most likely because of their devil fruits. So, and like we literally know that all of the Yonko went on to surpass Rocks after he died. So meanwhile, the pirates who scattered to the winds after God Valley would grow in power over the next decade or two until they reached their primes and became the faces of their era. I know. Where's the actual panel, bro? What chapter is this from? I wanna go dig up and find that. But like, yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. Only time we saw Rocks fight seriously was against Harold, and it did turn out to be a draw, bro. And they didn't even when they clashed, they didn't even sky split. They just knocked out everyone in a like a radius of the what did they say, like a 300 or 200 meter radius. So they did cause a sky split, meaning that neither of their haki was on that level at the time, bro. I guarantee you, when Imu and Loki fight, when Imu and Luffy fight, bro, they're either gonna create a massive Conqueror's Haki blast or a sky split. Y'all thought Loki was gonna sky split with Imu. Not y'all, I want to say y'all. People thought Loki was gonna sky split with Imu. I knew that was never happening. Bro, your art is so good. Bro, I don't have art, bro. I don't have art. This is the One Piece chapter. I'm reviewing it. I don't have art. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and it's unclear whether or not Ibu just tanked this attack or he was able to block it. Think he meant behind me. This is not mine, bro. This I got this bounty poster through like basically like a kind of brand deal flick when I was a very young TikTok creator. It's I forgot the name of the company's Turned Wanted. Maybe you can look them up and see if you can get one yourself. But yeah, this is a really nice bounty poster. I'm not gonna lie. If I think Blackbeard has more than one soul, I used to be a big stan of that theory, but I'm not sure anymore because of like how the stories progressed. But I still do think it's a big possibility because that would like give a decent explanation for how he has multiple devil fruits. But we need another explanation for that. And so far from what we've heard, it's mainly because Teach has a unique body, so that's why he's like that. I've been considering that, bro. I think he has an ability similar to Luffy's imagination ability, bro. Like maybe like some ability to like conjure up things or something like that. Because we saw him pull out that black book. But from what we can see so far, like because the gigantification, if we go back and read what Moose says, bro, it's like he's here and he says Omen is simply Moo's military might. Gigantification, its power dwells in all things. So we know that Omen is actually like Maki, demonic Haki. So what are these? Yeah, what are these demonic balls that Mu is spawning, bro? And it seems like they can generate them from their hands and from the staff, which makes me feel as though the staff was also eating a devil fruit of some sort, but I'm not 100% sure. And you see, he puts the Maki on the end of the staff and then clashes with Loki's hammer, bro. This is if this is anything, bro. For me, it's a Ragnar upscale. You know what I'm saying? Because Ragnar seems to be doing hella good, but it also seems that lightning is a hard counter in the One Piece world. Like anytime you have lightning powers, bro, not a lot of stuff can like bear against that. Because I believe that was the main aspect that helped kill Harold. It wasn't just the Conqueror's haki that was flowing through his body. It was the lightning around him. I think the Conqueror's haki in the strike helped to like stop his regeneration. And then unintentionally, Loki was using Ryu, so it poured Conqueror's haki inside of his body, and then the lightning on the outside helped to crumble it. So it was like overall the attack was able to overwhelm Harold's regeneration. But that's just Harold. Like I said before. Hold on, let me find it. Like when Luffy hit Summers with a similar attack, bro. I'm trying to find the exact panel, bro. I'll just use this one. Yeah, right here. When Luffy hit Summers with this very similar attack, and Summers started to break apart, Summers was able to regenerate from this. Harold was not able to regenerate from this attack. So what that tells me is that Harold's regeneration is not as good as Summers and other Holy Knights. Look at this massive blade, bro. I think Mu gigantified the blade as well, which is crazy, bro. Mu is just like Mu is just washing them, bro. Like truly putting belt to eye. I'm not even lying. So all these Loki stands that was like making me feel that Loki was dominating Mu in this fight, bro. Or maybe Harold wasn't on full covenant with Emu. Yeah, that's highly possible. That's highly possible. That's what I think. That's what I think it is. I think maybe Summers has a deeper covenant with Mu than Harold did, which gives him more power. Why didn't Roger go after Emu? Probably because you need the Nika fruit to do it. And like on top of that, we don't know what is exactly the full story that Roger got on Laughdale. So it could very well. Roger kept saying that they were 20 years too early. So I think what it was is that something has to happen, something specific has to happen at that point in time for them to be able to like fight back against Emu. And until that happens, they're not gonna have the power to do so. Which is like fine, understandable. I like how the story is unfolding here. I think I think Emu's devil fruit is the original Lunarian. And I think Emu's devil fruit is the original Lunarian. And that's why when he transforms into a Lunarian, i.e. a devil, because a devil is really just a fallen angel. Remember, Emu said, what's the difference between a god and a devil? It seemed like the same thing to me. You think Roger would have handled Emu? Huh. It's an interesting question. I think Roger would have put up a very good fight with his Conqueror's Haki. I think he would have been able to challenge Emu probably much better than Loki Loki's doing right now. Because we know that Roger had like we can assume that Roger had all the advanced forms of Haki, including Future Sight. We know he had Ryu, we know he had advanced Conqueror's Haki. So I think in a straight Haki Blitz, he would probably have him. Roger is 1.0 Shanks. We assume so, but we've never really seen Roger in like well, I don't want to say we assume so because I do personally assume that Shanks became stronger than Roger. So we don't really know, man. And Shanks beat Loki. So I should tell you something. But yeah, man. Like I said, bro, it's a lot of agenda pushing, a lot of powers, a lot of nonsense power scaling to hype up like characters that should be happening, and it's just like I would like Roger to stay the pinnacle of strength. I would like that as well. You know what I'm saying? Like not even like for him to stay the pinnacle of strength, but I'd like him to stay the pinnacle of this generation. So no, exactly. I fully agree with that. You can't say you're a Yonko unless you have all three advanced forms of Haki. If you don't have that, you're not in the Yonko discussion. You need Future Sight, you need advanced Conquerors, and you need advanced armament. Like, cause like that's how the Yonko fight. We've seen it. So you telling me that Loki's on the Yonko level when he barely has control of his own Haki just pisses me off because it's like, what series are you reading? You're just hyping Loki up because you like the character and you want him to be like one of the strongest. Like you can like a character without them being the strongest in the verse, bro. It is fine. Not every character you like has to be the pinnacle of strength. They don't have to be the best. You know what I'm saying? They could be the best to you, but they don't have to be the best character in the entire story. Loki is simply not up there as yet. As yet. I'm not saying he's not gonna get there, bro. But from this showing, and I will always reference this panel, bro. Emu sidestepped this boy, jumped on top of him in the air, and brought Nemesis down on him. Now, if Loki had Future Sight, he might have been able to see this attack coming and narrowly dodge it. But because he doesn't have that, he wasn't able to do it. No, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, he is very young. Loki has not even reached anywhere near his prime as yet. So rushing him to this standard is insane, bro. Like, he's a powerful age, right? What camera do you use? Um, Bruh, it's a webcam. Let me try to. It's an Amet Inc. HD lens 1080 webcam. EMEET. I actually want to get a new one because like this camera is kind of dookie trash. So I'm thinking about like getting an official one so like it could be much clearer for streams and stuff. Like even here, bro, he was dodging this boy's attacks. The only time Loki was able to land a solid attack is when Emu was lost in thought, and he says that himself. No, bro, yo, Pac, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, yo. Give me a fist bump, bro. Give me a fist bump because you understand the story and could read, bro. I've been saying this for months. Loki does not have enough battle experience. You think Shanks actually beat Loki? Hell yeah. Luffy should not even stand a chance, let alone Loki. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. I've been telling people this for months, bro. What top tiers has Loki fought? He was on the sea attacking a bunch of government fodder. Of course he scales to be in like one of the strongest in the verse, bro. Yo, I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna terrorize TikTok once I'm done with this stream, bro. Straight up, because yo, I like the way people lie, like it's crazy to me. Loki, yo, I already have Loki fought Harold and Shanks. You mean Loki lost to Shanks and Harold let Loki kill him? I have the panels pulled up ready for you guys, bro. Like right here, we have this panel, prime example. So Harold attacks Loki, Loki attacks him back. The mark on Harold's hand is gone, right? Feet-wise, Shanks is not on Loki level. What feats, bro? What feats? What are you talking about, gang? What are you talking about? I have the panel right here. Like, try to lie with the evidence right in front of your face, bro. What are you saying? Harold landed one attack on Loki. Loki attacked him back. And we see on this bottom panel right here, the mark on Harold's hand is gone, bro. Being a giant of feet. That's all he's got. Now that's what I'm saying. Killing the strongest holy knight, bro. Harold's pack was nowhere near as strong as what, bro, to beat anyone in One Piece, gang. Alright, now you rage baited me with that. Harold's pack was nowhere near on the level of what Summer's pack is on, bro. We see it right here. Loki attacks him, and the mark disappears from his arm, and then he doesn't fight back against Loki one time. One time. He literally stands here off guard and lets Loki get a full-in hit on him. Like, what are you talking about, bruv? Like, what are you talking about, bruv? We see Luffy later on in the chapter hit Summers with the exact same attack, bro. An attack of similar strength. Luffy grabs lightning from the sky, gigantifies his fist, and hits Summers with it. Summers breaks apart and then heals. When Harold breaks apart, he doesn't heal because his pack is not as strong. He doesn't have the same level of regeneration. What are you saying, gang? Harold was the strongest holy knight. Yes, that is why he let Loki kill him, bruh. He stood there and let Loki get the swing on him. Luffy not afraid of Loki at all. That's what I'm saying, bruh. Not rage baiting Boruto outscales anyone in One Piece. That is rage bait. Bro's comparing Captain Kid to the strongest holy knight. Who's doing that, bro? Kid who beat Big Mom, also Green Bull. Kid beat Green Bull. Kid beat Big Mom with help. He didn't have the hacks to actually stop Big Mom, and Law didn't have the AP to actually kill Big Mom. That's why they both needed each other. Because it was a stronger attack, maybe. I don't even know. You see how Loki's attack didn't touch Harold, and you see how Loki's attack didn't touch Harold, and Loki's did. If Kaido was chained, Luffy would not let that. Right. Harold only let him deal the last blow. That's how you read things with agenda, bro. Where are you from? That's a unique accent. Thank you, fam. I'm from the Caribbean. Twin Island State, Trinidad and Tobago. Bruh, how? Harold legit stands here and doesn't even try to fight back. Not once. Not once. From the time Loki lands that first blow, Harold is not fighting back. So why are you ignoring how Harold got his mark destroyed? I'm not ignoring how Harold got his mark destroyed. But I'm saying that he did not fight back against Loki. he didn't fight back against Loki not one time. He didn't even try to protect himself because he wanted Loki to kill him. So when y'all are saying that, oh, he beat the strongest Holy Knight, y'all are acting as though Harold was actually trying to fight him. He wasn't. Harold had regeneration. He didn't care. If he really wanted to get on Loki's eye, bro, he could have. He didn't fight back because he couldn't. I have the panel right in front of me here. What do you mean he couldn't? He stood up here and he let Loki hit him. What are you talking about? The panel's on the screen literally showing him fight back. Like, bro, he's not fighting back. He's not fighting back. He tried at the start. Bro, he tried after what? He tried one attack, bro. One attack. And then he stood up here. Where's Harold fighting? Please, we can zoom in. Please, show me. Where's Harold fighting, bro? Harold stands up here in this bottom panel. No, literally, bro. They're straight up lying, fam. No, bro. They're straight up lying, bro. Like, it's pictures, bro. It's pictures. Y'all are watching pictures and can't even understand what's happening, bro. I can't. Y'all got me dying, fam. This man, Harold here, got his back destroyed, stood up, and Kaido still stops. Exactly, fam. This man stood up and did not try one more attack, and y'all are telling me, yeah, he did fight back because he couldn't. What do you mean he couldn't, bro? He stood up and let Loki beat the dog crap out of him. Like, what are you talking about, bruh? Do you think Loki is stronger than Loki? I don't even know how to answer that question, fam. If I think Loki is stronger than Zoro, yes, but Zoro can land killing blows. If Harold and Shanks ran it back, would Shanks win? Current Shanks, yes. Current Shanks would be able to beat Harold. Loki surpassed all of the old gen when he one-shotted Harold. Bro, one-shotted what? You mean this attack right here that Harold legit let him hit? What are you talking about? Harold legit told him, quick Loki, the mark is healing. I'm gonna get taken over again. Kill me. Like, what are you talking about? Kaido is stronger than Harold and Loki. He is. Why don't Shanks and me all hold hands and kill Imu? I don't know. I'm telling you, Loki will be on fraud. What soon? Bro, Law had the AP and hacks. Big Mom was just more powerful. No, that's true. No. I don't think he had the AP. I think he had the hacks, but I don't think like how Kid's laser, the power that Kid's laser has, I don't think Law has any attack that can output that amount of power. Stand proud. You can read. Thank you, fam. Like, bro, they just straight rage baiting me, bro. Like, y'all are trying so hard to downplay Loki. It's actually sad. No, y'all are trying so hard to upscale Loki to a level that he's not at, that it's actually mind-boggling. Because you're straight up lying about what happens, bro. Loki he doesn't have durability better than Kaido or Luffy. He doesn't have speed better than them, and he has no mastery over Haki, bro. Every time you see him strike with Haki, it's literally because Ragnar is summoning the Haki out of the hammer. Like, what are you talking about? Like, bro, what? Loki's hammer, when it's at school, will become Usopp's friend and help him discover a new plan. Yo, I hope so. That would be tough, bro. I'm not trying hard to downplay Loki, bro. I'm sticking with the facts of what these series have presented. Y'all see him. He has top tier Dura feats as a newborn baby. Okay, I'll give him that. He has great durability feats, but he doesn't have better durability than Kaido. Read properly. Loki will Harold after Loki ate the devil fruit. Bro, what? I have the panels right here. You read properly. What are you talking about? I have them pulled up. Like, you want to discuss this, bro? You want Big Mom got nerfed by Oda. She never used Conqueror's Ryu against Kid and Law. That's a fact also, bro. You want to discuss how after, no better durability than Kaido. He doesn't have better durability than Kaido. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Huh? We see Loki bleeding. Man, are y'all daft or something? Like, do I need to pull out the dunce cones and hand it to y'all and then spoon feed the chapter to some of y'all, bro? Like, what are you talking about? That equals any of Imu's attacks, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Kaido can only be damaged using Advanced Conqueror's Haki. Luffy even said that himself. He was using Ryu and it wasn't properly working, bro. We have Loki here. Look at this right here, bro. They clash, and then what does Imu do? I'm not downplaying Loki, bro. I'm just not upscaling him beyond his strength. He has no Haki mastery. So basically, Imu can make Kaido bleed. Of course, Imu can make Kaido bleed, bro. Show the clash before that. Oh, yeah, sure. You mean this one? You mean this one? This one right here? Like, what is special about this, bro? They don't split this guy. Oh, you mean the one that they don't? Oh, you mean the one that they don't touch? You mean this one here that Imu tanks when he's still in his small form? Or let's go back up to this panel here. When Loki summoning the Conqueror's Haki, when Ragnar summoning the Conqueror's Haki through his hammer, but then Loki uses no Haki for the rest of the fight because he doesn't know how to use it. Like, what are you talking about? Loki made Imu bleed. Something Rox couldn't do is equal to Harold. Imu was not in his real body. Number one, bro. Rox pulled up to the castle. Oh my goodness, bro. Let's go watch that. Let's go watch that, right? So we literally have Loki himself here saying it. You still lost in thought? That tells me one thing, you're underestimating me. So the only attack Loki could get off on Imu was when Imu was distracted thinking about Joy Boy. Let's get that out of the way first. Loki himself admits that, right? Right? He hits him with a lightning attack. Then we have Imu down here. Aight, he's got a little blood running from his forehead. Imu has regen. Durability of characters is not a solid state thing. It's the same way how all of the Gorosei are Gorosei, but Luffy couldn't damage Valkyrie because his Devil Fruit has stronger durability, but he could damage Saturn because his Devil Fruit has lower durability. That is all that is happening here. That is all that is happening here, bruh. The durability of characters shift. We are literally told that on top of Kaido's insane durability with his physical body, bruh, Imu looks terrified, and then he's smiling right after. There's someone who's terrified of an attack smile right after. Hold on. Let me move it across so that y'all can see it, bruh. Nah. He's literally smiling and dusting off his hands, bruh. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? He didn't dodge. He missed. Like, bro, what are you talking about? What's your top five strongest right now in order? Emu, Dragon, Shanks. Shanks and Mihawk are kind of interchangeable for me, but Shanks, Mihawk, and probably Kaido or Gap, bro. They could go back and forth. I think he's happy to see the gods back. That's what, bro. Emu is not even stressing, bro. He didn't expect Loki to get up and attack him. Good, let's appreciate that. He didn't expect Loki to get up and attack him that quickly. That's why his only stress was from being able to summon the Maki in time. Imu is going to go all out in the next chapter and Loki's going to get folded. Loki's been getting folded this whole fight. An entire chapter of a fight. And Loki managed to land 2 attacks. And one of them was when Imu was distracted. No, that's what I'm saying, bro. Dragon, why? Because we haven't seen Dragon's powers yet. Injured Loki, by the way. Who injured him? Who injured him? Like, what? Who injured him, though? Imu landed 1 attack, bro. Because the entire chapter, Imu is trying to coax Loki to joining his side, bro. What are you talking about? Mu wasn't even breaking a sweat. Mu blocked his first attack. We see it right here. Then we go down. Mu gigantifies themselves. Wait, no, Mu landed 2 attacks. What do you, like, what? Yo, you see? We got the first attack here, him stabbing him through the chest. And we got the second attack here, when he blows him up with the Maki. Like, after that, Loki's like legit bloodied on the floor. Like, what are you talking about? Loki tries to hit Mu a bunch of times and Mu literally casually dodges and then blocks them, bruh. Like, yo, yeah, I'm live, fam. Like, what are you on, gang? They both landed 2 attacks, bro. It's literally stated that he needs months to heal. I don't even know what you're referencing. The chapter before it stated he takes months to heal. Oh my god. Okay, so that's even worse. Because that's even worse. Because a normal attack like that from Shamrock was not gonna hurt Kaido. So that just proves my point that Loki has lower durability than Kaido. So yes, you wanna say that Loki's injured? That's fine, bro. But he's even more injured now because he came into this fight with Mu and he got messed up. He doesn't have advanced forms of Haki. So you're ongoing the fact that he was seasoned for years. He was in season for years. What season, bro? What season? Loki is weakened and has been in chains for 6 years and he's rusty and Imu's bleeding and damaged. Imu's bleeding and damaged, bro. Y'all will. 1 attack, bro, landed, bro. Emu's not even bleeding on the same side of his face in the next panel. What are you talking about bleeding and damaged? Loki got one attack. All Luffy Cerberus is killing Kaido, bro. Are you dumb? How is Cerberus killing Kaido? Like, what? What? A regular bladed attack is killing Kaido. I want you to say that out loud and listen to it. A regular, no, literally fearless smile. How can you be sure Shamrock wouldn't hurt Kaido? Because Shamrock didn't use any haki when he heard like, do you know what Sea Stone does? Yeah, I know what it does. Kaido's durability is still above that. Why do you think he was sold to the government, bro? Why are you even bringing up Sea Stone Prism right now? The fact of the matter is that in base durability, Kaido is stronger than Loki. Like, what? I can be sure Shamrock wouldn't hurt Loki because we are told that you need advanced Conqueror's Haki to hurt Kaido. We are told this. It is literally a fact. Cerberus had Loki screaming and there was black flames coming from Cerberus. Kaido fought further. The black flames, oh my goodness. The black flames was the Hagarumo scarf around the sword because it's a devil fruit weapon that is most likely awakened. Like what? Like what? Like what? Haki requires sword skill. Bro, like what are you talking about? Let's pull up that too. Let's pull up that too. Y'all can lie, but the panels won't lie. Like, I swear, bro. Hold on. This one is another good one. Like, what are y'all talking about? What black flames? You mean the Hagarumo scarf that we see around all demonically awakened zones? Like, huh? Like, huh? Bro, Emu is bleeding. No, Emu bled. A little bit. A little bit. And like I explained before, durability of characters is a one-to-one thing based on the devil fruit they have. That is why Luffy was able to hurt someone like Saturn, but he was not able to hurt someone like Valkyrie, because based on the fruit you have, you could end up having higher durability. Like what? Why do you think Emu pulled up to the is for to the is on for Loki? I think Emu pulled up because Emu genuinely thinks that Loki was strong enough to defeat Harold in a one-on-one. Like he overpowered him and killed him, which is not what happened. Mu did not see what happened, so he pulled up because he's like, oh, what's going on? And on top of that, when he was in his shadow form, he could not Domi Reversi, Nika, or Needhawk. So he was like, okay, I'll go in person and handle this problem. Like, is almost dying from Cerberus. Don't underestimate Miss Shamrock, who was in the. Bro, what facts do you have to back up that? Kaido is not dying from Cerberus. Cerberus is not piercing Kaido. A regular sword is not piercing Kaido. Like, what are you talking about, bro? We legit see Cerberus is a devil fruit weapon. Like, you're just spitting irrational headcanon facts. Who did Harold ask the castle to kill him? He called for both of his sons. First of all, he called for Ja Rule, Loki, and Hajradin. Hajradin was away at sea, so he couldn't come. Ja Rule and Loki pulled up. He knew that he had to get either one of his sons to eat the fruit and take the throne. Ja Rule couldn't do it because Ja Rule is old. No, he didn't. What did I just say that was wrong? Let me pull up a panel to prove you wrong. What did I just say that you fried if you think Cerberus can't hit Kaido? I'm saying Cerberus is not killing Kaido. And how am I fried? What advanced conquerors Haki did we see on Cerberus? I can pull up another, like what? Like what? Yeah, what here makes you think that Cerberus is anything other than a regular damn 12 views, you wildin', bro? I don't even know how to feel about that. The one who says Emu bleeded to upscale Loki has no comprehension skills. Bro, none of them, no, I don't think any of them can, bro. Can you see your camera again? I want to write it down. Emmet, Emeet, Inc. 1080 webcam, HD lens. Now you're tripping on some shit. You do got a valid point, but this like saying Zoro over Shamrock right now. I'm not saying Zoro over Shamrock. I'm saying on Shamrock's blade, you can watch the panel that I have pulled up. Wait, no, you probably can't see it properly. Right. You can watch this panel, bro. Cerberus seems to be an awakened devil fruit weapon. When Shamrock stabbed Loki with Cerberus, we did not see any haki on the blade. We know that to hurt Kaido, you need Conqueror's Haki or Conqueror's Coating. Durability is a one-to-one, case-by-case basis. It is not just because this character is stronger, they have a better durability than this character. We saw that directly with the Gorosei. That is why Luffy was able to hurt someone like Saturn and break apart their body, but he was not able to do that with Walkyrie because Walkyrie has a devil fruit with a higher durability. Saturn does not. It is that simple, bro. Like, just read and understand. That is all that it takes, fam. I remember when community scale Zoro to Yonko because he slashed Kaido. No, bro, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Add the gold punk scales higher than other attacks, plus it's called progress in his story. Do I think Shamrock has Haki? I'm hoping he does. I'm hoping he has Conqueror's Haki too. Oda probably didn't let him use it when he attacked Loki because he's trying to hide that. But do you think Shamrock is as raw as Shanks? He should be. Because I'm going to take them at first value when they said that he's on the same level as him, bruh. You fried if you think Cerberus can't hurt Kaido. I just proved this point. Who did Harold ask to kill him? He got stabbed by Kinemon. You mean when all of these scabbards came together? You mean when all of these scabbards came together and managed to he got stabbed by Kinemon, bro? Now you're just lying, bro. Like, you're just straight up lying and omitting a lot of facts. It wasn't just Kinemon. All of these scabbards came together to create a combined attack, and they were able to create a combined attack that reopened Odin's wound. Stabbing Kaido does not mean that you hurt him. We need to like understand this. You think the scabbards are hurting Loki? I think the scabbards could get an attack off on Loki. Yeah, Loki agenda is just like Zoro is gonna fall soon. No, that's what I'm literally saying. Like, yeah, Cerberus might be able to like attack Kaido, but it wouldn't do him as much damage as it did Loki because again, Kaido's durability was from his natural body, and then the fact that he didn't even technically have a dragon fruit, bruh. He had a fish fruit model Azor dragon. His scales combined with his natural durability and his Conqueror's Haki made him a force to be reckoned with, right? When Loki fell from the sun world, when Loki fell from the middle world to the underworld, bruh. As a kid, we saw it caused him damage and it caused him to bleed and stuff. Kaido fell from a sky island to the blue sea and got up without a scratch. What he would mid-diff then as a newborn baby, genuinely. Nah, bruh. Y'all think I'm trying to downplay Loki and I'm genuinely not, bruh. I'm just reading the story objectively without trying to scale a character to the top tiers of the series because he's new and because I think he has cool powers. Yes, he has cool powers, but the only thing Loki has that is like formidable is his AP. I will give him that. His attack potency and his attack power is ridiculous. No, that's what I'm saying. He tried to chop Kaido's head and it didn't work. Loki is top 10 right now, undoubtedly. I top 10, maybe, but he's probably number 10. Like, or he's not top 5. He's definitely not top 5, and he's not above Luffy. And if we include Kaido and Big Mom in those rankings, bruh, I really don't see him coming out on top because he doesn't have the battle experience. We could go look at the chapter right now, bruh. He was running around this boy with almost no problems. The only time Loki's able to land an attack on him is when Imu is distracted. And yes, he makes Imu bleed, but that doesn't mean that he's like Imu's doing Kaido even worse. That doesn't mean that he's like all this powerful. It just means that Imu's body doesn't have a high level of durability, and we've seen that already because as soon as Imu touched down on Elbaf, he started coughing up blood, bro. Something is wrong with his body. All of his other stats is insane. Yeah, he was catching the business in the one-on-one. Imu is doing Kaido even worse. I don't think Imu is gonna do Kaido even worse because Kaido has future sight. Imu is not. Let me show you what Imu is not doing. Imu is not doing Kaido this. Imu is not clashing with Kaido and then jumping up in the air and stabbing him in the chest. That's simply not happening because Kaido has future sight and would avoid that attack. Like, y'all are ignoring all of these things that come to play in the world of One Piece, bro. Imu is blitzing Kaido. What proof do you have of that? I got all OG Admirals plus Yonkos, Mihawk, Luffy, all gap over Loki. No, same. Same. That's why I'm saying when you say that Loki's top 10, I'm like, top 10 who, bro? Like, Kaido's character doesn't spam FS, doesn't spam future sight. How do you know that? And spamming future sight is not a thing. Imu slams Kaido. I'm not saying that Kaido beats Imu, but I'm saying way better. Kaido does way better against Imu than Loki did. Like, like it's that simple. All right, man. I think I've done my dues of explaining this, and I've explained it. I've explained this shit multiple times, bro. It's up to you to it's up to people to listen at this point. Imu is not gonna you with Kaido. Nah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like Imu, of course, Imu beats Kaido. Do you think Loki is dying? No, he's not dying. He'll get beat really badly because he's already like the story Kaido did spam future sight, bruh. He used it though. He used it in his fight against Luffy. And since both of them had future sight, using it constantly was not going to be a thing that was going to turn out the best for them. We saw when both of them used it against each other, bruh. He's GG's hybrid next chapter. I'm calling it now. No, he's going to go into hybrid next chapter. And he's going to get washed the same way. Loki wild chain dodged a faster gear 4 than Kaido was. Will Luffy do better against Imu? 100% he will. Luffy's the captain, bruh. Loki wild chain dodged a faster gear 4 than Kaido was. I mean, Kaido doesn't need to dodge gear 4 attacks though, because his durability is high enough that it's not going to do him damage. Luffy had to legit go into gear 5 to be able to put Kaido down. Gear 4 was not enough. And Kaido can't dodge gear 4 attacks if he wants to. He simply doesn't because he knows it's not going to hurt him. Like, you have to understand. Power scaling is like, I love power scaling, bro, but I hate when people can't do it correctly. He dodged base Luffy attacks. Yeah, that should tell you something. That should tell you something. You're not even, bro, you're not even, okay, I'm done. I'm done. You're not even like, you don't have a coherent argument or points or anything. You're just straw manning everything I say. Like trying to like rebuttal every individual point, but I've pulled up the panels and defeated your arguments multiple times. And I've explained the durability thing like 10 million times, bro. Just because this character has strong durability doesn't mean characters who are stronger than him are going to have better durability than that character. It's a case by case basis. He should be beating everyone with low difficulty. Is he trolling against Loki? He is literally trolling against Loki. He's up here explaining all kind of shit and getting lost in thought, bro. Like, look at his face here. Isn't that right, Joy Boy? He's not even paying attention to Loki properly, bro. He's explaining to him how humans are craving power and it causes corruption, and that leads to they have to accept covenants, and when they achieve that they get power. It will trade Mihawk, my theory. I think so too, Loki. That power is known as Dominion, and he's literally dodging attacks from Loki with relative ease, and Loki's on the ground huffing and puffing and bleeding all over himself, bruh. Yo, man, y'all are being mad disingenuous, bruh. He's trying to convert him. He's not going all out. Exactly, bruh. Exactly. He's trying to get him to accept a covenant. And then he gets lost in thought. And Loki legit, I'll say this again, Loki legit says it himself. You still lost in thought? That tells me one thing, you're underestimating me. The only good attack Loki was able to get off against Imu was when Imu was distracted, remembering Joy Boy. Born from a grave. So did Loki not tank an attack from Imu? Is that not impressive? Bruh, you see, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to downscale Loki, bruh. I'm not trying to downplay Loki. I'm just trying to be honest about how strong he is. Loki's showing here is very impressive. I literally said I think he's above Zoro, Sanji, Jinbe, all of them, bruh. But when it comes to the true top tiers in the verse, bro, he's not at that level as yet because he lacks battle experience. And that is all that it is. He needs to get mastery over his haki, and he needs to get more battle experience, and then he's going to be one of the most dangerous people on the seas. I have no doubt about that. But as for right now, he is not at that level. Why isn't he helping, bro? He is helping, bro. He's right here. He's eating his food and making sure he gets big and strong so that he can tap in once Loki can't hold off Imu anymore. He legit says it right here. He knows I'd say Loki beats Kaido extreme diff. I don't think Loki beats Kaido as yet because he doesn't have enough. He doesn't have the power to damage Kaido consistently. Luffy had to master Advanced Conqueror's Haki during that fight with Kaido to be able to take him down and then spawn a fist the size of Onigashima to put Kaido down. And technically, he didn't even really put Kaido down. He punched Kaido down into lava and the lava did the job. So Loki is not at that level of strength as yet. Giants are literally known for their battle experience, by the way. Yes, Giants are known for their battle experience. But Loki grew up in a time when Harold was changing the entire nation of Elbaf, bro. Like You have to actually fight people to get battle experience. Loki was fighting a bunch of fodder at sea, a bunch of fodder marine and government ships. When a real Yonko pulled up, he lost. Was Loki 100% against Emu? No, he wasn't 100% against Emu, but that wouldn't change. That wouldn't change anything. Who did Kaido fight? Kaido fought Luffy. Kaido fought Yamato. Kaido fought Moria. Kaido fought Odin. Like, and that's just some of the fights. We are told that he had, like, bruh. Right. Kaido is a legendary figure in One Piece known for his unmatched combat history, having been introduced as the strongest creature who was captured 18 times and defeated 7 times as a pirate. So, just from what we know, he was captured 18 times and he's only faced 7 losses in his entire pirate history, bro. Names? Bro, they don't tell us all the names. That's the point. The narrator didn't tell us all the names, bro. Trinidadian accent is so unreal to me, bro. Odin, that's it, bro. Like, where's the panel, bro? To speak more on this man, he had tasted defeat as a pirate on 7 occasions and been caught by the navy or enemy ships no less than 18 times. We're told that by the narrator, bro. By the narrator. I'd say Loki's devil fruit gives him a little boost. He needs to match up with Kaido. We see here the Haki too. And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Loki's devil fruit definitely gives him a boost, bro. Nameless, don't gas you. I'm not saying it gasses you, but I'm saying Kaido has combat experience. He has legitimate battles. And he didn't just get to be a Yonko from nothing, bro. He invaded a whole country. Loki has never been captured by no navy. Bro, oh my god. Yo, I'm not even gonna take you on anymore, little bro, because you just like I said, you just you just interjected when you hear a point that you can disagree with. And then I have to explain it back to you, and then you get quiet until you hear another point that you can randomly just disagree with. Why do you think Kaido turned around when meeting Shanks to go into Marineford? We don't know. I think it's because Shanks pulled up with his whole crew and Kaido was only there with King. And he was like, I'm not gonna run this point. I disagree with all your points. I know. But you can disagree with all my points, but you're wrong for most of them. And I have the panels to back me up. You're just like misinterpreting information and being delusional to hype up a character because you like them. Which is fine. But next chapter, when Loki loses, right? Next chapter, when Loki loses, I want to hear what you're gonna say now. And then the chapter after that, when Luffy pulls up and shows you why he's Yonko level, shows you that there's levels to this stuff. We'll see. Because they couldn't. Kaido was going to pull up to Marineford with Whitebeard though. Because same thing he did to Green Bull agenda. Why would Shanks crew matter when I'm only with King to face Whitebeard, allied pirates and marines? Alright, guys. I'm wrapping it up there. Cause like, I don't know. Go back and read the manga. like genuinely. Like genuinely. Shout out to Pac. You know, he can read. I appreciate that. Why would Shanks' crew matter? I don't know, man. Why would it matter when I pull up with a crew 20 deep to fight you and just 2 people, most of them who can use Conqueror's Haki and other attacks themselves? I don't know why that would matter. Oh, they're gonna show us Shanks beating Loki, but fans will upscale Shanks rather than downscale Loki. No, exactly. Some refreshing for you. I feel like that's Rock's body. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like we just like there, and you know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen, bro? When we finally find out that when Oda makes it blatantly clear that Loki is not that level, you're ignoring hella context to push your agenda. I'm not pushing any agenda. It's a fact. Loki doesn't have Haki Mastery. He does not have that. He does not have speed feats. He does not, like, all he has is attack power and strength, bro. That is all he has, which is impressive. But he is not on the level of top tier characters. Kaido himself, a former Yonko, right? If we can agree that all the Yonkos are relative, how in the name of God's green earth can Shanks defeat Loki but Kaido could? But Kaido can. How? How does that make sense? Explain that. Like, bro, Shanks is in the top 5 with top 5 with Zebek and Roger for a reason. Bro, like, I just like Shanks beat Kaido too. Bro, we did not see that confrontation. We did not see it. And they never said that Shanks beat him. They said they had a confrontation and Kaido went back to Wano. Like, what are you talking about? We don't know how Shanks be Luffy. Exactly. We need to see all of these things. You trying to say that is just like pushing agenda. Alright, man. Alright. Y'all grasping at straws here. But yeah, man, like, yeah, bro. Loki's beating this, bro. Yeah, Loki's beating this beast who has mastery over all forms of haki. I want to see what Loki's gonna do when Kaido hits him with one of them three worlds, with three worlds destroyer of worlds, Thunder Bagua Ragnarok attacks, bro. You know that stuff that literally dwarfed the light above Wano, and when he hit Luffy in Gear 5 with it, he legit like, bro. Y'all need to go reread the manga, bro. Like I don't know. What else could have happened? Kaido doesn't talk, and Shanks is always ready to fight. Exactly. It's 10 times Kaido. And okay, and okay, does Kaido have a god fruit? And that's what I'm saying, bro. This is okay. I'll you know what? Let me make my closing comments because I really want to come off this stream now because it's getting really redundant. So this is what I'll say. Having a bunch of having a bunch of potential does not automatically make you stronger than other characters. Luffy had a god fruit for the majority of the series and still lost to people. You need to hone your haki and hone your devil fruit powers to be one of the top tiers. Size doesn't matter in One Piece. We've seen that so many times already, bro. People have incomprehensible reading comprehension issues, bro. Like incomprehensible. Loki has a lot going for him, but he has not mastered any of his powers. He does not have better durability than Kaido. He has not awakened his fruit, nor has he fully mastered his fruit's power. Okay? And without mastering Haki or his devil fruit, and without having battle experience comparable to anyone on the sea, any Yonko, he does not have battle experience comparable to any of them. Scaling him above Yonko level characters is just headcanon because you think he's new and shiny and you want to make him seem stronger than everyone else, bro. He does not have a better Haki feat than Kaido. He fucking doesn't. You're a dumbass if you're saying that. Plain and simple. Loki can't even use his friggin' Haki correctly. I'm tired of this shit, bro. So you know what? Shout out to all of y'all that can read, and I appreciate y'all coming out and watching the stream, bro. We'll see in the next chapter. Y'all can keep gassing Loki up all you want. He is not stronger than Kaido. He's not stronger than Luffy. He's not stronger than any Yonko or any Admiral. I hope you all had a good day, man, and go in peace. Thanks for coming on and watching the chapter. I'll see those of y'all next week who can actually read, and we'll see what happens then. I can't accept the truth. Bro, Loki got washed in this chapter. He got washed by Imu and managed to land an off-guard attack, bro. You keep reading your headcanon, and when Oda disproves it, I'll see you saying that he's a shitty writer. Until then, bro, I hope all of y'all have a good day. Appreciate all the follows. And yeah, Kaido wouldn't land anything. If you think so, fam. If you think so. Yo, and shout out to all of y'all on YouTube, bro. Much love, and I hope if y'all rock with what I say, man, drop a like, drop a follow, drop a subscribe. If not, I'll see y'all for next week's chapter, and we'll see.